Make sure to stay until the end. We're going to share a common mistake people make and they end up spending thousands of dollars on parts and repairs they actually do not need. All that will be covered in this video today. Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Super quick helpful video to any of you having a problem with the GMC Sierra that does not crank, does not start. We're talking about that generation from year 2014 to year 2018. Stay with us, we'll explain guys what easily can cause that. It could be things that people overlook, they don't check and spend thousands of dollars in repairs they don't need. Also, if you need to buy replacement parts, tools, we'll share the information in the description of the video below. Check it out and you can see where we get most of our tools and supplies from. So let's start on it now. So before we start, let us tell you guys a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix pretty much anything. Why we guys do all that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. By the way guys, check out our YouTube channels. We have more than 17,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in repairs. So let's go ahead guys and start on it now. So if your GMC Sierra does not crank, does not start, the first thing you want to check guys is some super important fuses. We're talking about mega fuses, engine starter fuses, ignition switch, engine computer, body control module guys. Multiple things can cause that, so stay with us, we'll explain that, then we'll explain what else can cause it. But guys, 9 out of 10 owners of that GMC Sierra do not know about all the hidden fuse boxes in it. That's why we made a special video on our YouTube channel that's called GMC Sierra Fuse Box Location and Diagram. Check it out. It's a video guys that people told us save them thousands of dollars in repairs. What we need to do now, first we need to open the hood. Lucky for us, we're working a fuse box that's easy to get to. It's on the driver's side. The first fuse box that we need to open guys, it's that cover here. Open it and you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. It is guys very important to test fuses and relays. On those fuses you cannot clearly see if they're burnt or not, especially you can see in the JK's fuses as well. And if you guys assume, okay, let's say you remove a fuse, you look at it and you assume guys that it's actually a good fuse, but it's actually a bad fuse. Sometimes you cannot clearly see that. What can easily happen guys at that point, you can put the bad fuse in and you start replacing parts and tools that you don't need to, so you lose your time, you lose your money to fix a problem that doesn't exist, when all we had to do is test the fuse and replace it. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses, how to check relays very easily as well guys. So check it out, it will be in the description of the video below. Guys, now be prepared, we need to check multiple fuses, okay, for all different kinds of systems, and there will be some differences. We're talking specifically, this is 2018 model fuse box. From 2014 to 2017 they used one fuse box, 2018 they switched to a different design. So first let's explain about 2018 model, then we'll switch to the other design. What we're talking about first is fuse number 4, fuse number 8. These are very important fuses that you will guys need to check. The next thing that you need to consider is fuse number 34, that fuse right here. After that we need to guys locate fuse number 39, okay, and 40, and some of you may have 41 here. Those 3 fuses will be quite important as well. Check relay 11, fuse 11, excuse me, it will be right here on the very left side too. After that we're going to go to fuse number 18, which is that fuse right here. You see that fuse? Very important fuse. Next you go to 21, that 15M fuse right here. After that guys, okay, we need to go to fuse number 43, that 20M fuse. 44 need to be checked as well guys. You need to check 45, 43, 44, 45 right here will need to be checked. And next you need to check also guys fuse 47 right here. You need to locate 51 now. 51 will be that fuse right here. Next you need to locate fuse number 57, that's a double micro 3-blade fuse. Next, relay 71. Some of you may or may not have this one. If you have it, check it. Actually will be known as, yeah, relay excuse me, 71, it will be this one right here, 71. It's a relay 70 for 2018 model. Then we need to check 69, 68, excuse me, 68. There will be differences here, that's why we're checking them. 68 right here. We need to check, guys, okay, specifically fuse 47, we mentioned that one. And then we need to relay 59 right here, guys. It's actually a relay right there. We need to check 66 after that, okay. And okay, that one for 66, guys, okay, will be right here. Okay, you may have one relay right here, that's 67. You have one on top if you have that one. We're talking about 75 after that. For any of you needing that, check this one. And next 64 right here. Now if you have a 2013 through 2017, things will differ a little bit. 4 and 8 will be exactly the same. Then we need to check fuse number, specifically 34, guys, which is right here again. After that we go to 39, 40, 41, those are the same. We go to fuse 11 right here. Next we go to 18, which will be right here. 21 on the bottom, we need to check here. Then we go to 43. Okay, so 43 right here we'll have. We need to check 44, 45, 46, 47. All that row of fuses will need to be checked. We need to locate fuse 51 right here. That's a 51 fuse, guys. We need to check fuse 58. That's micro 3 blade fuse. We need to check relay 71. It's a different size of relay here for that specific year. Next, we will need to check 69 relay here. After that we need to check relay 60. It will be right here instead of 59. That's now 60, guys. You see there are some minor differences. 67 you may have right here. Then we need to check relay 70. Excuse me now. 65 will be right here. Okay, that's the one that we will need to check, guys. Now you have more that we need to check. You need to open the driver door, and here on the side of the dash you have another cover. Open that cover, guys. You pry it open, and behind it bound another hidden fuse box. Here we need to check it. It will be almost the same for all the way from 2014 to 18. We need to check fuse number 13. That's a very important fuse right here. Fuse number 13. Fuse number 23 will be micro 3 blade fuse right here. After that we need to check fuse 34, which will be that 10M fuse here. We need to check fuse 31, so that's 34, 33, 32, 31 right there. Perfect. And then we need to check on the back side of that fuse box. If you flip it, you have a notch here that you press, you flip it, and on the back side you need to check these 3 relays as well, guys. Now those are the main things that you will need to check related to fuses and relays. So guys, if your GMC Sierra does not start, does not crank, the first thing you want to check, even probably after the fuses, is to test your engine starter. We'll have videos on the channel how to test the engine starter to find out if it's good or bad. But you have some hidden fuses known as mega fuses for the engine starter that you always need to check too, and they're on the battery. On top of the battery, guys, right here you see these big cables. If you open that cover on the positive battery terminal, you're going to have a hidden fuse box that looks like this one. This is the positive battery terminal. Let me get a better look at that fuse box. That's what it looks like, guys. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fuses. If you have a bad fuse here, that can cause it not to start as well. Now if it doesn't crank, does not start, check these fuses, test the starter. Test your ignition switch, make sure the key works correctly. You may need to replace the key battery if you have the keyless entry. We've seen that happen as well. We've seen where it's a bad antenna causing not to start too. We've seen where it's a mechanical problem. So make sure the engine turns over Okay, make sure that it doesn't have mechanical problem, it's not locked up. Then test starter, check fuses, relays, ignition switch, guys, and make sure that ignition switch sends signal to the engine starter. If it doesn't, it could be the alarm system, also known as immobilizer, guys, or GMC calls it the theft deterrent system. You may need to reset the theft deterrent system, but those are the most common things we see here at the garage. So guys, this GMC Sierra has all kinds of different fuses, different kinds of relays, and those could be really hard to find. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you cannot find a replacement one, you may be stuck because of that. So we recommend, guys, okay, to get some spare ones and put in the glove box for a peace of mind. We will share the information in the description of the video below where you can get them from at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you for watching. See you next time.